say a federal grand jury is now investigating a gang of a dozen New York City cops who allegedly shook down drug dealers for cash, cocaine, and guns. The gang from the 73rd Precinct in Brownsville, Brooklyn, was reportedly known as the Morgue Boys. That's because they allegedly split their haul in a former casket factory. And a suspect in a murderous New York gang called the Cowboys is in custody tonight. Robert Cherry was arrested in Buffalo today. Police say he is one of 10 men who impersonated cops and pretended to arrest major drug dealers, then hold them for ransom. Several kidnap victims were killed. 3 men were convicted in Manhattan federal court today in the kidnapping scheme. 4 others already pleaded guilty. 2 more are still at large.
Tonight we continue our month-long look at guns and their impact on our society.
Yeah, it's part of our special series, The Guns of November. Here's another sad fact that illustrates the problem our society is having with guns and violence. Every 6 hours, a child under the age of 19 commits suicide with a firearm. That's 4 children each and every day.
Gunfire brought police to the University Heights section of the Bronx where a 12-year-old girl was hit by a stray bullet last night. The youngster was walking with her mother when a shot rang out. A bullet pierced the girl's dress and grazed her stomach. Mother and daughter rushed to the hospital. The injury is not serious. Police have no suspects.
And while we're about it, for those who live in some housing projects, guns are an everyday part of life.
Tonight, Lou Young has a closer look at the gun culture in public housing. Lou?
Ralph Perry, first the numbers that provide the bloody background to our series. The red triangle, once again on your screen, marks the number of people shot today. In the past 24 hours, 8 more gunshot victims, bringing the total number of people hit by bullets in our area this November to 78. And of those shot, 2 more died, bringing the total number of gun-related deaths this month to 23. Now, the shootings take place all across the tri-state area. Our numbers include parts of New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut, and the northern suburbs. But where poverty and anger are concentrated, the easy availability of cheap guns is especially dangerous and especially lethal equation. Now, stop by almost any housing project and start talking about guns. If you don't actually hear the shots, you will encounter their aftermath.
You hear the shooting like 2, 1, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it scares you. You wake up all frightened, you know, you wonder, did anybody get killed, you know?
It is perhaps the concentration of people as much as anything else that seems to make guns such a presence in the city's housing projects. Even in the so-called good buildings, there is a constant disturbing proximity to gunfire.
They be testing their weapons most of the time around here. Nobody really gets shot around here. Everybody always, you know, to let the other person know, you know what I'm saying, I got this for you if you try to come to me.
Yeah, bang, 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 pop, pop, pop. Sometimes it sounds like automatic, sometimes it sounds like single shot.
I know people who have guns, who wear guns all the time. I know people like that.
What kind of guns?
Any kind of 9 to a tech. All kinds of guns.
Make you afraid?
That makes me afraid? Yeah, it makes me afraid because it ain't like before, you know, like in 85, used to just fight. Now it ain't no more fighting, just, if I got problems with you, I just shoot you and that's it.
It's all a matter of knowing where to run so you don't get hit. If you got street smart, then you'll live.
Despite all the talk about more exotic weapons, the simple .38 revolver remains popular on both sides of the law. This man says he carries one for protection.
I just wouldn't want to be caught without it.
Have you ever had to use it?
No.
You think you might ever have to use it?
Maybe.
Would you be able to use it?
Sure.
Shoot another person?
If I have to, why not? Wouldn't you?
Hard to say. Tomorrow we'll be out in Suffolk County on Long Island where a young shooting victim is being remembered. Someone was all too ready to use a gun, and he paid the price.
Obviously, many of those people you talk to don't have carry permits.
Presumably none of them.
Lou, thank you. Each night we conclude this segment with a viewer's observations and thoughts on the gun crisis in our area. Tonight, a New Jersey state trooper who's made roughly 50 gun arrests along the turnpike told Lou recently that not all those being arrested are drug runners and violent criminals. More and more, he says, people are carrying weapons out of fear.
I certainly don't feel comfortable riding through an inner city without my weapon. You know, a lot of people carry guns, and like you said, the truck drivers out here, they carry guns for protection. They're sleeping on the side of the road or in the service areas, and I'd say 6 out of 10 truck drivers that go by, you know, there usually is a weapon in the car, in the cab.
So you understand why some people, including regular citizens, might want to carry a gun illegally?
You can understand. I can kind of relate with that, yes.
But you got to arrest them.
Absolutely.